Welcome. I'm just jamming out to that music. Sorry, guys. Welcome to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after show here on theStream.tv. Hashtag it is all connected. It's all connected. Marvel Universe. Great episode. My name is Germar Derron. I am one of your hosts. And as always, I got 3 more co-hosts here with me. Let's go to the extreme far right of me. That's Christian Lopez. I'm going to jump back to my left with Anastasia Washington.
Hi, guys.
And then right here, lovely Stephanie Pressman.
Aw, you're lovely, Germar.
Why did she get the compliment?
I complimented
okay,
you
you're
all.
pretty.
Like,
You're
I started
pretty.
with you.
You're
You were
pretty.
number one, and I don't know. I didn't plan that. So anyway, you know what we do here. This is live. You're there in the chat, so you can talk to us. And guess who you'll be corresponding with?
With me. You're right here. You're here with me.
The lovely, right here, next to me. So let us know your thoughts, whatever. Talk about the entire Marvel Universe. Great episode, setting it all up. We're going to talk about it right now. If you're on Twitter, hashtag AOSAS, we will talk to you all week long, shout you out, and all that sort of thing. Let's get right into the show. With the first topic, we're going to be talking about Reina, because Reina is now aware of her powers. So is this going to be like a good thing or a bad thing? Is she going to be, how is she going to use it? How is this going to work out?
Well, I freaking loved Reina in this episode mostly because I loved that line where Skye said, "I thought your powers were being in a ball and collecting gold rings," because we have mentioned Sonic
Running
before.
That's right.
It was a great
They stole it from
Skye
us.
quote. They were listening to us. Thank you, writers of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, they had a lot of good quotes in this episode, but I think Reina, knowing her powers, I feel like she's going to manipulate it a lot.
She's going to manipulate it a lot.
But
Having met Reina, it's going to be
No, I
nothing but
haven't.
manipulation.
But also, I have to point out, I know there's a lot of people that don't like her new look, but I like her look. I think she's rocking the horns.
I find her prettier now.
Yeah, I think she's
Ooh,
gorgeous.
I wouldn't call her prettier. Interesting. We've definitely into this whole like supernatural world.
She's cool and edgy. She needs like a motorcycle and some leather pants.
Oh, I'm sure they're getting her for her.
My thing is, though, with her look, like, they spent so much time on her makeup. Why are you using cheap contacts, though? Like, why are you using cheap contacts? Why is that the one place you skimp?
Budget cut.
It looks a little weird.
I'm okay with them. I don't think they look that bad. I don't know.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
I just think that she is just a time bomb, and we're gonna see
That's
and
what I
I'm
want.
so excited to see what's coming from her.
It's kind of funny how she was introduced with the clairvoyant and with the machine and whatever first season drama, and now she's the clairvoyant.
What?
So do we ultimately think she's gonna be evil or good? I mean, it's kind of obvious answer, but we saw that one scene where she's talking to them. Will she have her own little sect of evil Inhumans?
I don't know. I'm very intrigued with. Obviously, she cares for Lincoln, and I think that's why she helped Skye to know that she could save him, and she was totally right, and all of that. So I don't know. She may. Here's the good-hearted, optimistic person in me. I really hope that she does stay on the good side and help.
I think she's gonna go into the Emma Frost kind of thing, where she's gonna try to create her own school or whatever for Inhumans, because she's not gonna like the
She
leadership.
did make that line.
Yeah,
she
of
said
Skye's
something.
mom.
Oh yeah.
So I think she's gonna go the Emma Frost route.
I think her nature is that manipulative, like slightly evilness that we're gonna see just evolve now that she's less weak and less upset about her, evolution.
Well, she was very sassy before. Like, she always used, like, her sexuality and her sassiness to her advantage before. Now that she's a badass, I would like to see how she uses that now. That she doesn't have the feminine looks and...
But I totally think she can totally
corner.
manipulate.
With
Even
her
with that
spikes
look.
and ugly face.
I
Okay.
feel like
I mean, at the end of the day, she's gonna get a following because she has a power which ultimately will lead any one of her groups into victory. But we
Yeah.
don't know
Or
if
something
she.
like that.
We don't know because of free will. Like, she just sees figments of what happened, fragments of what happened.
Right.
She can't. You don't know if she can change it. So she may be like, I can change what's gonna happen in the future because I know what's gonna happen. But she'll just lead everyone to a trap. So you don't know how her character arc
Sounds
is
like
gonna
an
be.
evil villain power to me. You know what, though? Reina is just one of many women that kicked ass tonight, so we're going to move on and talk about the next one. Simmons,
Did Simmons kick ass this
Yes.
episode?
Yes.
I've been saying all along that Simmons is a Nazi, and I definitely think that she is going bad. She tried to kill Ward in this episode.
I don't understand the whole Team Ward thing.
Oh, hold up, stop. I knew this was going to happen. We got a whole Ward section.
No, but I'm saying-
Hold your Ward thoughts.
Ward section. Hold your Ward thoughts.
It pertains to Simmons because Simmons is for once getting back on track for me.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
That's the question.
I don't see Simmons as a Nazi. Ward trapped her underwater
Right.
and gave her best
As he
friend
said,
mental.
he
people.
dropped them into the sea.
He killed people. You can't just forgive that. She is the only person with sanity at that
Yeah.
point, because I would have tried to stab him. I would have
How
pulled
about
this
this,
guy.
though?
Clack, clack, clack.
She killed Bakshi. She didn't seem to blink or care.
No, exactly.
First of all-
That was-
first of all-
she killed somebody.
Yes, but Bachi's also like Ward. A huge villain. So he
So we just
died, but
kill
it was kind of
villains
like,
now?
yeah.
A, she didn't know that she was going to kill him, and B, her reaction after she knew that she was going to be alive was of like tears. You don't know what she was feeling in that moment. You don't know what she was feeling besides like, I survived. Oh my God, what did I do? All that stuff was totally in her face after she got a gun away from her
That is
face.
And
fair.
how can we judge her for killing someone when literally we just saw S.H.I.E.L.D. agents shoot down an entire Hydra platform? A few episodes before, they took down all the leader of Hydra. Simmons, they all kill constantly.
I like to hold Simmons to a higher standard. I do.
Why?
Because she has a great accent.
No, because Fitzsimmons is the heart and
Oh, Fitzsimmons.
the
And
heart
hearts
of,
don't feel, and hearts don't have reactions.
No,
that
but
are,
they're the like sweet, like good-hearted part of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like they're the sweet, cute ones that you want to love. And this whole season, or at least half of this season, Simmons has just been
But they needed to give
so
them
full
that
of
fight.
hate.
I know, this is what I will say, because again, we got to move on, and I could talk about Simmons all night. Raise your hand if you think Simmons is a cool badass. If you think she's a psycho killer, raise your hand. If you think she's somewhere in between, all right, cool. So moving on. Another badass woman, Skye, kicks some serious ass. I think that was the #1 fight scene of the entire season, and by far, she literally just rolled around on the ground and shot people in multiple directions. And I think she could take Mayor Bobby now. It was crazy. Not to mention, she's like a badass agent, and she has her quake powers too, and she's using them both.
Yeah.
That whole scene was just so hot. It was so
I
hot.
thought it was cool, but you know what? It should have been a little different, because we saw the Skye versus Agent 33 fight, and she didn't have much training from that fight to this fight.
That's
in the
true.
physical combat aspect, just in the power aspect, I don't think there should have been that much of an improvement. However, the scene was phenomenal.
She got
agree.
a huge upgrade, and that whole scene was just like video game worthy. Like, I just want to play that, you know?
Well, I mean, she's been bottled up for a while, so she between being at the cabin and then being
She was in the prison for a little while before the cabin
yeah,
too.
the prison, then the cabin, then afterlife. She was aching to be in the field. All she's talked about is S.H.I.E.L.D. So to be back with her homies and out there, she was ready to kick ass.
Yeah, nothing motivates you more than your like ex-boyfriend like calling you out and talking about
whole
how he
thing was
used to do
weird.
you.
He was
Oh.
like,
Oh.
"Oh, that was because of me that you got your powers. Well done."
That was so. Anyway,
Sure.
Show me a thank you.
what is Skye's ceiling? Like, what do you think? I mean, do you think she's Avenger level? Not necessarily saying she'll be in a movie one day, but what is her ceiling on her powers and her badassery?
I mean, if we take the comic book, she's Avenger level, and
Yeah.
she ends up being one of the heads of S.H.I.E.L.D. But if we take it back to right now, I think she's up there with S.H.I.E.L.D. I think she has a cool. Why is Hawkeye I would rather have her than Hawkeye. I mean, he's
amen.
badass
I think
and he can shoot a
everyone
mean
would.
arrow, but
yeah, I might
Yeah.
feel that way too.
Especially this week after his comments
about
about
Black Widow.
Black-
Well, yeah,
Black Widow.
that is not Hawkeye. That is the person that plays him. but like, yeah, I would rather Skye be an Avenger for sure. And I do think they're elevating her powers and her training in the show, even if we're not
Status and
seeing
stature and everything, yeah.
Even if we're not seeing this training, they are elevating her character. So yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Check this out. This will split the panel, I'm sure.
Oh God.
Grant Ward, for him, against him, and why? So that's definitely for him. You are a big fan of Agent Grant Ward or Hydra
No.
or Crazy or whatever it is. Why? Anyone?
I love Ward.
Why is that?
So you defend Ward, who is a clear psychopath.
She hasn't defended him
And
yet.
Simmons,
She said she loves
no,
him.
that is the same thing. You were like giving Simmons a hard time about killing somebody that was pretty much bad.
I'm gonna stay quiet for a bit because I'm gonna get real loud when I
And
start
like
talking.
Okay.
seriously,
If you're wondering.
that is some bull. That is some bull.
I love Ward. He's a really interesting character, and he just keeps going back and forth. He's like constantly growing, and he goes from
Growing
from being on one side to the other. And oh my gosh, that scene with all the original
That was a
team.
great scene. It's the
It
best
was
scene
an
of the
amazing
season.
scene when he started
It was an
talking,
amazing
and they were
scene.
like, "Shut up! Just don't." Don't talk at the rest of this mission.
Christian wants to
You
yell.
know what? I like Ward's character. I can say that. I like his character arc.
Okay.
However, if an orangutan escapes the zoo and he kills a bunch of people, he doesn't get excused for being an orangutan.
No.
If a mental patient escapes from a mental prison
Whoa.
and kills a bunch of people, he gets put back in the sane asylum. You can't forgive him. Put him down.
Wow, no forgiveness.
I agree.
Put him down.
Oh no! Don't put
Okay.
him
And
down.
And even like with his new girlfriend, he just
That I did actually see from a place of kindness. Like
Really?
he wants her
Did
to
you?
have her
You
own.
kinda
Or
like
did you
Ward.
see him like lead up to that
No,
point?
I don't
anyway?
like Ward. I like if I were to play a person on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I would want it to be Ward
Yeah, I
because
can
it's
see
the
that.
most interesting as an actor to play.
All right.
But I don't like him personally, but I do agree with what he did with Agent 33 because she can get her life back.
I also think he's gonna eventually try again for Skye because he
Of course.
obviously really loves Skye. So I think like he had to get rid of Agent 33 in some way or another because now he gets
It's
to
true
work
love.
with Skye
He has a
again, and
chance.
it's love, and he wants
Yeah.
to be with her.
All right,
So-
forget Ward. Ward is awesome. You're all wrong if you don't agree with me. But no, you know what's really important? We have to talk about this episode. It's all connected. All these Ultron references. They're the twins, the scepter in like great detail, and Theta Protocol. We finally got which Avengers. We kind of knew it would have
Yeah.
something to do with the Avengers. But does this matter? What do we think about going into Ultron from this episode? We're all going to see it this week.
I'm excited to see it either way. I thought that the Reina stuff, like I know we saw some tweets earlier that were like, yeah, Reina can see the future or she can just watch trailer.
Yeah, because that wasn't a big gift to us. We
Yeah,
already
it
know the
wasn't.
movie.
Honestly,
yeah.
if it was a way to, I'm saying this by looking through the IMDb, if it was a way to integrate the show with the movie, then I would be way more excited for it. Because
Yeah.
I'm excited for the movie and I'm excited for the next episode of the show, but I don't think the next episode of the show has anything to do with the movie, and I don't think the movie has anything to do with the next episode.
I actually kind of disagree with that. I think that the show doesn't have that much to do with the movie, like it won't affect the movie, but I do think little things about the movie universe will definitely affect
Right.
the TV.
Little
Like
things.
I feel like when they were talking about Loki's staff and everything, I feel like they were just giving her that candy to go grab that staff and go crazy with Reina's powers, because that would give her like such a super boost.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, the Maria Hill stuff, the tie-in
Yeah.
was nice. However, it would be better. I'm with you. I think that it would definitely be better if Coulson and May and Skye and Ward and Fitz and Simmons if our team showed up in the film. But we're pretty sure that's not going to happen
Right,
because
right.
nothing
Coulson would.
nothing has
Coulson
told us via IMDb or anything else that our
It would be the
S.H.I.E.L.D. team.
best kept secret ever.
I would
Right.
cry.
And again, we have Fury being dropped in this episode, so you know Fury is going to show up in the show,
Fair.
and he will be in the movie universe.
Well,
so
you know,
that's I feel
you know
like
what
that.
I meant though.
Keep
I'm
saying
really,
it.
like I said, I'm really excited for the movie and I'm really excited for the continuation of the show. But I do think yes, the movie will be integrated into the show, but the show won't really be integrated into the movie.
absolutely. Well,
And that's the thing. I'm
here's
so
one
passionate
thing.
about the show. I would like to see.
We actually have a lot more to talk about in this area right after the break. So that commercial break's coming now. We got some fan questions that it will all tie in. It's all connected, just like the Marvel Universe.
Fury's coming back.
Come back.
Fury's coming back. Fury's coming back.
Cha, cha, cha,
And
cha.
so are you.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live,
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
This is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
Bennet, the more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy. It was hot. It was heated. I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama. Tell them, go ahead and turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on theStream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Goodbye and hello and welcome back to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after show here on theStream.tv. Remember to chat with us all week long, please. We beg of you. We'll get your questions on here. We'll give you a shout out. It is hashtag AOSAS. Please do that. And right now, Miss Stephanie Pressman is there in the YouTube chat. What's going on YouTube?
Oh, we've got a bunch of people in here. Some shout outs. Jay Hart, Rick, Confundo Christie, Stevie Dutch, Cliff Johnson too. Amelia Scott says the movie will affect the show. Spoiler, Reina ain't touching that staff. Saul Perez, who's great, tweets us all the time, says I'm driving 180 miles to see Ultron in IMAX.
That's what's up.
Okay, so you guys, I found out, I was telling our team before the show, there are theaters that have this thing called 4DX that have wind that blows and the seats that move, and Ultron showing in those. So that's where I want to be. They've got the smells and the sounds and the fog.
I'll be seeing it for the third time that way.
I will be seeing it at
Because
the
I'm
El
already
Capitan
seeing
for
it
the
twice.
first time during their little party.
And I'm
Yeah, I have
actually,
that too.
I'm not going to
Free
see it. I'm not
soda.
interested at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm totally
Go
joking. Totally joking.
We've also got a lot of our regulars. We've got Blade Ninjax 01. We've got Logan Goverman.
Good name, Logan.
Yeah, so
Is Barack Obama in there tonight?
I haven't seen him yet.
Interesting. This is a conversation.
Thanks, Obama.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, thanks, Obama. Hashtag. So let's get to these fan questions from Twitter.
Sure.
And this first one is actually from TV Guy, and that is at TV Guy. But there's a little bit of a buzz on the internet about this, so I'm going to go a little bit deep here. All of these questions, maybe. Is hashtag S.H.I.E.L.D. going to become overrun with superheroes? And I think there's an article where they talked about it, but there's some people that are concerned that this will be just another superhero show. What do we think about that?
I think that the most of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't superheroes. You know, there's a few sprinkled in, but for the most part, these are just real people that are real agents. You know.
Yeah, that was the point of the show. I think that's why they're worried, but I don't think there's, I wouldn't be concerned. We still have a ton of agents. They still talk about S.H.I.E.L.D. There's still S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Hydra for the most part.
I mean, I think there's definitely going to be always new superheroes and supervillains. That's kind of why we watch. So I don't think it'll be overrun. I think they'll be coming and
No,
going.
I think for every 5 Inhumans they're gonna add another May or
Right.
Bobby or someone that's
Exactly.
gonna be a badass and take it over.
How many more Inhumans are we gonna add? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you have a whole
That matter?
compound
Not-
that we haven't even
Yeah.
touched on.
but I feel like we said before, we still don't even know what the spinoff show is, and I still have a feeling it might be Afterlife or more Inhumans. So
Well, yeah.
All right.
we're gonna deal with it.
So these next two fan questions from Twitter are kind of combined, so I'm going to read them both back to back and show how they overlap. It'll be pretty obvious. So the first or second fan question is from Wyatt Causey, maybe, at Wyatt_Causey, C-A-U-S-E-Y. And it's a retweet, actually. Pretty much the whole reason I watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it fills in the spaces between the movies. So then the next question that's kind of related is from Michael Trey, and that is at Mike Trey Design. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a valid part of the MCU. It needs to be treated as such. I don't want to feel like I've been watching fan fiction. So these are two competing thoughts that are out there right now. One person is saying I only watch this because it really keeps me connected to the movies, and somebody else is saying this doesn't feel like the movies at all. It feels like bad fan fiction. Do you think that it is really connected, or is it just something filler that's not that good?
Well, it's definitely connected. It has the same creator base, at least for now. at least for now, because things will change after this Avengers. So there's definitely that connection. There's definitely that feel, but like, there's so much you can't do when you're crossing over all these different things.
And also, a movie is only 2 hours long.
Right.
This is 13 hours long season or whatever.
more, yeah.
They
Right.
have to have filler episodes. It is very important to the storyline, yes,
Yeah.
but they have to make other parts for filler and make other like laser light shows, if you will, so people can stay interested.
Like I said before, I definitely feel like the TV show connects to the movies. I wish, like a lot of our fans that are in the chat room are saying, I wish that the movies would connect it more into the
Right.
show. But, you know, hopefully it will.
It all feeds into the Marvel Universe, and it all gives you a little taste of everything, and you just need it all Marvel, all the time.
Yeah, I do believe it's all connected. I just believe it's different platforms and different scales. You're not going to put the millions of dollars into TV shows now that you
can't.
will into a movie, hundreds of millions of dollars. So you're not going to see these huge superheroes, the big explosions, and yada, yada, yada. And I think they're doing a great job with this and Daredevil, and hopefully we'll see that continue on Netflix or whatever.
Oh, I think we will.
Maybe. No, of course we will. We already know that. And actually, I guess Punisher was just announced. So it looks like Netflix is going to do Punisher. If anybody cares. I'm not really a Punisher fan. But
I love Punisher. It just depends. Did they announce cast? Well,
no, none of that. It's
so
very
that's
early
going
on.
to be the deciding factor for me.
Not even sure if this is real or not. Anything else interesting in YouTube? If not,
Just people really are talking about Ultron and how excited they are. 2 days
Yeah,
to
we
go. Yeah.
as always, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to shout out that I finally got a Team
Hey!
Fitstasia shirt. And so there you go.
It happened.
It happened.
Twitter shout outs. Who we got here? Agent Coulson's Army, always at iHeartCoulson, at S.H.I.E.L.D. Radio, that's the Helicarrier podcast. And then also Benjamin Sisko is always chatting with us back and forth, answering a lot of questions, asking questions. That is at Chosen for Greatness, that is G8ness. And Jovan Boyd at I Sell Singles. I'm just really excited for Ultron. I don't know where I'm gonna see it at. I don't have tickets already, but I will be there. Don't even know when, where, but it's gonna happen. In Hollywood, most likely.
One thing before we go is that I know we were trying to decide which Marvel characters we are. So if you think that we're different Marvel characters, why don't you tell us? Because we're having a really hard time debating it over
a
here.
difficult time.
So
Just
Apparently,
make sure
I don't know myself.
No, not at all.
I
Yeah, I
don't
would
know
agree with that.
anything about myself.
Nope.
So you guys let us know which Marvel characters you think we are.
Yeah, that
in
would
the
be awesome.
Marvelverse.
As long as I'm the best one, I should be the most powerful. See you guys next week.
The one
Thanks,
that
you
goes
guys.
mad with power and then dies. Bye, Felicia. Like the show, please click that little button below and subscribe to theStream.tv.